Hey yo everybody, I hope you all are having a great day and have been enjoying the new pack and update. In this video, I'm finally showing off my big project for the Wetlands Animal Pack, that being my Living Wetlands Center, aka the LWC. This project is inspired off of the Knoxville Zoo's Reptile Campus. I was a fan of their original design and wanted to do something with its modern looking approach. The building itself incorporates 6 different animals, 4 of which are from the new pack, and a few different places in the building to learn and observe from a guest's eye view. Oh, and I also wanted to try and present it in a way I never have before, and so instead of doing the usual stop motion and then a tour, I'm going to try to incorporate the stop motion into the tour. And so, with all that being said, let's get into the project. Alright guys, here we are at the start of the tour for the Living Wetlands Center, and right off the bat I'll just go ahead and say, to explain what I said last in the outro, that being the whole infusion of stop motion and the tour. I mean, you'll pretty quickly see what I mean by that, but yeah, there's going to be some stop motion in this tour. Yeah, let's just get right on into it. So, first thing you're going to notice is the surrounding area. Now, as I had mentioned also in the intro, the whole inspiration behind this project, you know, being Knoxville Zoo's Reptile Campus, they, in their original concept, they kind of have this really cool idea of having, you know, of course, like wetlands around at least the backside of the Reptile Campus, and so that's basically what I did. I took both a fusion of the back and the front, brought it together, and made all of this, as well as my own custom sort of wetland theme here going on all around us. Yeah, like I have no idea if this is even anywhere close to being a real wetland, but I tried my best. I think it looks nice. There's just enough colors here to make it look interesting, just enough different kinds of trees to make it look to have you know, an interesting background. It's, you know, it's just kind of a cool surrounding area. I actually think it does just quite nicely. But yeah, so let's just get on into it. Also, you gotta love how like smooth the boardwalk looks. Now, I'll warn you guys right now. I'm multiple times throughout this video, I'm gonna say I love this thing, and it's kind of ridiculous for me, at least, just because I know I rarely love the things I do. But for some reason, just with the amount of time I had to make this project and how much I managed to get done with it in the time I had, I'm actually like quite proud of myself. You know, usually with these packs, in between announcement and launch, I rarely ever build anything this big. So the fact that I was able to pull this off actually makes me kind of proud of myself. That's, oh God, that feels so weird to say, but it's true. I'm very happy with this project. At least this visual exterior right here, oh man, this exterior, look how varied it is. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, you start over here with what I like to call the Cayman house, or the Cayman greenhouse, because it looks like a greenhouse, but instead of growing fruits, vegetables, plants, etc., you're growing caimans, you know. And I don't know, look cool. It looks pretty cool. And then you make your way over this way, and then boom, suddenly you're onto an East Asian wood awning. I guess it's kind of an awning. I'm not sure what else you'd call it, but you know, it's a cover using some old-timey looking wood, and then boom, suddenly you're onto tiles now that are arranged just enough to make it look like it's sort of swampy themed, and then you see a bunch of wood, and then boom, you're onto this very elongated, modern looking, oh, I think we fell off, modern looking entryway. You know, yeah, it's such an interesting looking entrance, and that's why I think I like it so much. So if we walk up this way, there are the letters LWC, Living Wetlands Center. This whole entrance, as I mentioned, is like taken straight from the Reptile Center, and there we go again. Whoops. Yeah, so as I was saying, the letters here are taken from the, sorry, not the letters, the center, the entryway is taken from the Reptile Campus. It looks so cool in my opinion. I love how, I mean, I could have put a variety of different things up there in the top, but I think the giant otter was perfect. It's got the right posture, and just enough to fill in the middle there. Yeah, it just looks so cool. And then of course we have like the swampy colored tiles here, just because why not? You know, it just looks cool. Got some basic details. It is a very satisfying to look at entrance, and that was my goal. I mean, this is the kind of, like, when I think of a modern wetland center, this is what I picture. And the fact that I was able to get this close makes me that much happy with it. Sorry, that much more happy with it. But yeah, so without further ado, let's walk in. Alright, so here we are now in the, well, the first hallway, as I call it. It's the turtle hallway, pretty much. Right off the bat, you'll notice we have some very basic interior designs of just general signs. It's like not a very complex interior, as I mentioned. With the amount of time I had, there's just only so much I could do, but I think it's just enough. And also do note that all these signs, like this one and that one and that one, and literally all of them, they are taken from the workshop, so not mine. But when and if I do put this up on the workshop, I will include all of these other creators and their works attached with it, just so you know who did what. But yeah, no, they're not mine. But they look great, right? They look really good. And then we have the first animal. And I will say right now, on a project like this, you gotta love the exhibit animals. They make up a very big part of this. And also, as I mentioned in the intro, it's not entirely exclusive to the Wetlands animal pack. I wanted to include some other aquatic animals just to make it feel more general, you know, kind of just fully embrace the fact that Planet Zoo has come a long way with aquatic animals, and so why not have something like a diamondback terrapin? You know, just it fits perfectly. And oh gosh, I love these guys. Yeah, these guys are dope. I love them. Here, actually, let's unpause it. There they are. Yeah, really cool stuff. I love this kind of tank as well. Perfectly fits the building, and I think they are found in the wetlands. I mean, the background says it, basically. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure, like here in Florida, I know they can occasionally be found. I think they've had like a bit of a conservation issue, which is a shame, but beautiful turtle, just enough of a hallway, and already a cool start. So let's go ahead and get on into the big highlight of the whole project. Actually, let's make this look cinematic. Here we go. Boom, there you go, satisfying. Alright, so now let's look around a bit more. I honestly have no idea what to call this room. It's just the big indoor part. I don't know what else to say. That is just what it is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get out my one issue with this room. This is my own mistake, but as I was building it, I made the mistake of getting a little too deep into tropical plants. You see, this was originally supposed to be more of a swampy, boggy, wetland kind of themed, you know, fit the wetland center. But as I was going along, I don't know, I think I just got too much into the groove of using tropical plants. And whenever I see like an exhibit like this at a zoo, I just instantly think, boom, tropical house. I gotta have tropical animals, tropical plants, go. That's like what I did. And yeah, I didn't stop myself in time, because now we just have more of like a tropical house in here, which is kind of a shame, as it's not supposed to be, but I don't even care. I mean, it's not like entirely tropical. It's just enough to like where you can say this is like a tropical wetlands interior, but I don't know. It's one thing I regret, but I don't, because I think the plants look good, even if they're not entirely appropriate. But never mind that, let's get into the animals. So of course we have my favorite of the pack, the platypus. These guys, they're just so well done. I love them so much, and unfortunately they're not even out. What a shame, come on. You come here and you want to see these animals, but they're not even out. Yeah, I have no idea, they're somewhere in here. Here, platypus. I have no idea, hopefully you're seeing them in like some sort of cinematic or in the stop motion. You guys probably saw them, but I have two platypus. And they're just not out. So one of the other issues I have, I'm just going from issues to issues here, but it's not deep enough. Not deep enough in the deep dive. I tried to make it deep enough, it just wasn't enough, which is a shame, but I mean, at least it still looks visually appealing, and that's kind of my goal. You have to just kind of use your imagination, but of course they'll swim here at the edge, and that's good enough. I almost don't want to leave yet because I feel like as I start to leave, one's gonna pop out. But I just don't see it. No, I don't see a platypus. Oh well, I guess it's kind of true to real zoos, especially platypus exhibits. But then of course we have some more fake plants. I really like this little exterior, or not exterior, like a mural with a bit of a homage to the very pack itself. And then come over here, we have ourselves the Asian small-clawed otters. Yeah, these guys are freaking adorable. They are so cute. I love how much people have just been raving over them. Oh, here we go. Finally, something's coming over. Yeah, so just like the platypus, they will not deep dive, unfortunately. It's just not deep enough, but oh well. You know, what else are you going to do? It looks fine. And once again, a little too many tropical plants, but it works in my book. I kind of treat it more like a tropical river kind of theme, which honestly works. It's a good fill-in for what's supposed to be a wetland themed. But before we leave this room, we also have an appreciation for the plants. This is just a plant exhibit. Can't forget that whenever it comes to these kind of environments, especially wetlands, you can't have, well, it's not a wetlands without plants. That's the truth. Plants are very important, as everyone should know. And so why not just a plant exhibit, an aquatic plant exhibit? Yeah, it looks cool. Got a couple signs. Dead tree again, or fake tree I should say, and then that should do. So yeah, goodbye nameless room. Let's go ahead and move on. Alright, here we are in the other hallway. Once again, as you can see, very, very highly detailed, totally original. It's not even anything like the other hallway. It's completely fresh take. No, it's it's just enough. Basic signs, basic picture, basic signs. It'll do. It'll honestly do. And then right over here we have the other new animal in the pack. Well, one of the other new animals, the Danube crested newt. These guys are awesome. Don't even question it. The Danube crested newt was a totally worthwhile animal. And sure, it's just a tank animal, but you can't not love them. They're just so cool. As some people have called them, like I've seen some people call them like Spinosauruses. Oh, I think I see one. Yeah, really cool animal, cool exhibit, and I like how it just perfectly fits into the wall, all around. Lovely little addition. And now this is it, the big one, the I was about to call it like the croc house. It's more like a caiman greenhouse, but here, let's make this shot look really cool. Here we go. Oh yeah, nice, real nice. Insert stop motion. And so yeah, we have the caiman greenhouse thing. I don't know, just it looks like a greenhouse, but you're growing caimans. And these guys are actually really cool. Truthfully, I was not the biggest fan of them at first. I just thought that they could have picked a better crocodilian species, and truthfully, I still think that, but come on, you can't not love the caimans. They look fantastic, beautiful models, and a really nice exhibit too here. I think it's it's basic, but it works. Got two females and two females and one male. They're kind of like hiding under the lily pads. I like that. And again, super basic interior, but it's all you really need for an animal like a caiman. But let's jump back up here. Boom. We have like superpowers. We have another animal, the last animal on the list. We have the American bullfrog. Once again, another animal from a different pack, but still appropriate, thematically appropriate. I actually have a albino frog in here, so let's try and find him. There he is. I found him. Oh, I love the fact that we can have albino animals in this game. Definitely keeps them more interesting and more varied, I guess I could say. But yeah, really cool animal. I do love the American bullfrog. Total American classic. All in all, really happy with this project. And technically, you're supposed to, like, as a guest, you're supposed to turn around and go this way. Screw that, we're VIP, we can jump over the edge and take the keeper door. And just like that. Actually, let's take one last look at the caimans over here from another guest's eye view. There's one. Yeah, really cool. cool exhibit. I like also the ceiling fans as well, thanks to the Europe pack. But that'll honestly do, guys. That was my real-time tour of the Living Wetlands Center. Really fun project. Actually, you know what? I'll let the outro do the outro for me. And there you have it, everyone, my Living Wetlands Center. Although it's not perfect for a number of reasons, from things like the lack of highly detailed interiors to the fact that a lot of the plants I chose are less wetland appropriate and more tropical, and that the exhibits for the platypus and Asco aren't deep enough for diving, I still can't help but feel proud of this project. It took me a week and a half to make it, and in that time I tried to cram in as much creativity and planning as I could, and in the end I feel very happy with the final project. I reached all my major goals of wanting a visually appealing exterior, a fun, lightly detailed interior, and a fun, surrounding, thematically appropriate environment. And best of all, I had a fun time building it too, just like how I hope you all had a fun time checking it out with me. And that leads me to say thank you guys for watching this video. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.